They came with an ultimatum and left with a deal. A ceasefire announced for northern Syria by the US and Turkey after hours of talks in Ankara. The deal helping patch up relations between the NATO allies that had been tested by Turkey's military operation against the YPG. Turkey deems the Syrian Kurdish fighter group a terrorist organization.
The United States and Turkey have agreed to a ceasefire in Syria. The Turkish side will pause Operation Peace Spring in order to allow for the withdrawal of YPG forces from the safe zone for 120 hours. All military operations under Operation Peace Spring will be paused, and Operation Peace Spring will be halted entirely on completion of the withdrawal.
The agreement promises collection of YPG heavy weapons and the disabling of their fortifications and all other fighting positions. They will have to withdraw from an area that is 32 kilometers deep, expected to eventually become a safe zone that Turkey has sought for months. The US is still committed to cooperate with the Syrian Democratic Forces, made up mainly of Kurdish YPG, even though they are no longer aiding them militarily. And the ceasefire means it will not impose sanctions on Turkey.
I'm very happy to report tremendous success with respect to Turkey. And I want to thank President Erdogan. I want to thank our Vice President Mike Pence, our Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Great job. All of the people that we sent over the last 3 days. We sent an early group. This is an amazing outcome. This is an outcome regardless of how the press would like to damp it down. This was something that they've been trying to get for 10 years. You would have lost millions and millions of lives. They couldn't get it without a little rough love, as I called it.
Turkey also believes it got what it wanted. A safe zone that will be primarily enforced by the Turkish army and increased cooperation by the two sides in ensuring the deal sticks.
We will not stop the operation yet, but we will put it on hold because a ceasefire can only be agreed between two sovereign states. Terrorists were the target of our operation, so we are putting it on hold to allow these terrorist organizations to withdraw from the area. Once they leave the area and completely withdraw, then we will stop our operation.
CAVUSOGLU said Turkey had given no commitments on what will happen to Kobani, but Pence said there had been no Turkish military action against the town, which has been under control of the YPG for some years. Syrian Democratic Forces, led by the Kurdish fighter group YPG, said they would abide by the ceasefire, but would not withdraw. Despite the agreement between Turkey and the US, it is still unclear exactly how things will unfold on the ground. As the US pulls out from Syria, Russia continues to fill the vacuum, and the Syrian government finds the brokered deal vague. And with the YPG engaging with the Syrian government and Russia, there may be many new questions ahead. Sinem, Koseoglu, Al Jazeera, Ankara.